Good morning, boys and girls. Do you see something kind of different hanging here in the room? Look at this. This is the butterfly habitat. I have moved the cocoons and the caterpillars over to this basket or cage, I guess you could call it. And on those white pieces of paper, you can kind of see through it. Do you see the chrysalises? They're hanging on there. That's what they've attached themselves to, the top of the container. And I'm hanging those in the cage here. And I'm waiting for them to come out of their shells, out of their chrysalises or their cocoons. And then they will be flying around inside this cage. So one of these mornings I'm going to wake up to butterflies flying around in here. In fact, Miss Sarah got her caterpillars a couple days before me, and this morning she woke up and looked, and there were a couple of butterflies inside her net. So we're going to wait and see, and every day we'll check them, and hopefully there'll be some butterflies in here real soon. Okay, well, let's get started with our morning work. What do we start out with? How about the Pledge of Allegiance? Let me get my flag out. Here we go. Put your right hand on your chest. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, now, let me roll this up. Ready to sing with me? God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Very good. Okay, well, let's look at the calendar. Today is Monday. Let's spell it together. M-O-N-D-A-Y. Monday. The month is what? It's still April. A-P-R-I-L. Monday, April 27th. Let's count to 27. That's a long ways to get down there, but here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Very good. Monday, April 27th. Okay, and let's look out the window. And what's the weather? What's the weather on Monday? On Monday. Let's look out the window. Let's look out the window. And what do you say? What do you say? Well, it is sunny and nice today. So I've already looked out the window before I came to be with you, and I put our weather book on sunny. It's a sunny day today. Okay, next, let's go over to our sight words. Do you remember last week, gotta come underneath that thing, we added a new word. Do you remember what it was? My. M-Y. My. So let's go over all the words together. Here we go. Day, at, go, God, dog, cat, stop, on, off, I, yes, no, you, Jesus, is, okay, joy, me, to, the, up, as, love, we, am, my, and, all, it. Now, I hope you're looking for these words as you're reading books with your moms and dads or just looking at books. See if you can find all of those words. Okay, how would it be if we do the months of the year? Here we go. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. And faster, January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. And faster, January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Okay. Anna, can you zoom in here? Look at, here's April. We had Hattie Joe's birthday the 18th. We had Jaden's birthday the 19th. And look at right here. We have Colt's birthday coming up on Wednesday the 29th. That's this week. I hope Colt's got some fun things planned for his birthday. We'll have to find out when we talk to him on Friday. If he comes in on our Zoom, we can find out what he did for his birthday. And also on Wednesday, we'll sing happy birthday to Colt. Okay? Let's plan on that. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is come back over to this side of the room now. And we are learning a new letter today. We are going to talk about the letter Z. You want to look over here. This is the letter Z. Do you know that it's the last letter of the alphabet? And we have already gotten to the letter Z. This is what a Z looks like. It's pretty easy to draw. You go across, slant down, and then across the other way. That's the uppercase Z. This is the lowercase z. Across, slant down, across. Let's look at some words that start with the letter Z. Z makes the sound like zzz. Can you say that? Zzz. Yeah, it kind of makes your lips kind of tickle a little bit too. Okay, here we go. Zipper, zoo, zero, zebra, zigzag, a zither, that's a musical instrument, zebra, and zucchini. I planted a zucchini plant last week. Do you remember? Excuse me. So hopefully I'll get some zucchini that I can bake with this summer. Okay, this is the letter Z. So now we're going to write the Z. So let me move my board over here a little bit. And this is how we write the Z. If you've got your paper, I'd like you to pull it out right now and you can write the Z with me. Okay, here we go. Let's trace over top of the one that's already done. We're going to go across, slant down, and across. Okay, let's do the next one. Across, slant down, and across. Okay, across, slant down, and across. You know, it's almost like a 2, isn't it? It looks kind of like a 2, but it's a Z. So let's do another one. Across, slant down, and across. There, I hope you did it by yourself. Now, the lowercase z, or the little z, looks just like it, except it's smaller. So we're going to go across, slant down, and across. Across, slant down, and across. Across, slant down, and across. And one last time, all by yourself. Across, slant down, and across. Very good. If you want, you can flip the paper over and do a couple more to practice, okay? While we're standing here at the dry erase board, we're going to do something and talk about something we've not talked about in a while. You remember when we were doing our chart every day for our ice cream scoops for when we were working towards 100 days of school, do you remember we used to count by tens? And we've not practiced that in quite a while. So can you do it with me? Let's go over our tens, okay? Here we go. I'm going to put 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm running out of room, so let's come up here. 60, 70, 80, whoops, 90, what's the last one? 100. Okay, let's come back to the top and let's say them together, okay? Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now, do you think you can remember how to do the fives? We will go ahead and write the fives between each of these because remember they come between each of the tens. So, I'm going to start at the top again here, and I'm going to put 5 up here. We're going to start out with 5. Then we would say 10. What's next? 15. 20. What's next? 25. 30. Then 35. 40. 45, 50. Let's come up here. Then we'd say 55, 60, 65, 70. What's next? 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay, we've got them all written, so let's say them again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Very good. You continue to practice those with Mom and Dad, okay? Your 5s and also your 10s. All right. So we learned about the letter Z today. So I'm going to set that to the side. Now, there is a page in your ABC Bible book for the letter Z. And when we're all done today, I'd like you to go get that out, and you need to color the picture of Zacchaeus. This is Zacchaeus, and we're going to read the story about him, but the Bible first says, Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today. And that's found in the Bible in Luke 19:5. And this man, see him up in the tree? His name was Zacchaeus. And we're going to read a story about him. Let me get my storybook out. And I'm going to pull up a chair. And we're going to read the Bible story about Zacchaeus. All right. These words are big enough. I don't think I need my glasses on today. The name of this story is The Man Who Was Too Little. And it's a story found in the Bible in Luke chapter 19, verses 1 through 10. So if you want, you can get your Bible out with your mom and dad and you can read the story right out of the Bible too. Okay. Zacchaeus was too little. He was too little to reach high things. He was too little to see over big things. That's Zacchaeus right there. And one day, Zacchaeus almost didn't get to see Jesus because he was too little. Now look at how little he is and look at how big these people are. He was really little. Jesus is coming down the street, somebody said. Let's go out to see him. People were getting so excited they wanted to meet Jesus. Now Zacchaeus wanted to see what Jesus looked like too. So when other people hurried outside, Zacchaeus hurried out also. The little street was full of daddies and mommies and grandmas and grandpas and uncles and aunts and boys and girls and friends, all wanting to see Jesus. Everybody was excited because Jesus was coming to their town. Here he comes, a man shouted. Here comes Jesus now. I see him, I see him, they all hollered. Look at, here's Jesus coming down the road. Zacchaeus tried to see too. First he looked this way, then he looked that way, but he was just too little to see Jesus. But there were too many people, and Zacchaeus was too little. He couldn't see Jesus at all. So look, everybody's looking that way to see Jesus, and he's all upset because he can't see him because he's so little. What shall I do? Zacchaeus thought. I know. I'll run and climb the big tree. Then I can see him. So he's thinking about it. There's a tree he's thinking about. Too little Zacchaeus started to run. Go, Zacchaeus, go fast. He came to a tree. Climb, Zacchaeus, climb fast. So here he ran down the road, and there's the tree. And here he got over to the tree, and he's climbing up the tree. Now Zacchaeus was up high. He could see the daddies coming, and the mommies and the grandpas and the grandmas and the uncles and the aunts and the boys and the girls and the friends. And then Zacchaeus saw Jesus. Jesus stopped at the big tree. He looked up right at Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus, he said, hurry, come down. I'm coming to your house today. Zacchaeus thought, Jesus is coming to my house? Well, too little Zacchaeus did hurry. He went down that tree as fast as he could, and then happy Zacchaeus took Jesus home for dinner. Now, what did you learn? Jesus knew Zacchaeus was in the tree. He even knew Zacchaeus' name. Jesus knows where you are all the time, and he knows your name too. Isn't that neat to know that Jesus knows whatever you're doing, and he knows who you are, and he loves you all. So that's the story of Zacchaeus. So like I said earlier, I want you to get your page out from your ABC Bible book and color the picture of Zacchaeus. When I was little and used to go to Sunday school, I still go to Sunday school now, but when I was a little kid, I loved that story of Zacchaeus. And there was a song that we used to sing that went along with it, and I bet your moms and dads might even know it too. You want to hear what it is? Okay. You know I don't sing very well, but here we go. Zacchaeus was a wee little man, and a wee little man was he. He climbed up in the sycamore tree, for the Lord he wanted to see. And as the Savior passed this way, he looked up in the tree, and he said, Zacchaeus, you come down, for I'm going to your house today. For I'm going to your house today. There. That was a song I used to sing when I was a little kid and I would go to Sunday school. And if you were at school, you'd be learning that song and we'd be singing it together. So you ask your mom and dad and I bet they know that song. Well, I think that is it for today, boys and girls. It was just kind of a short little class today, but color your picture of Zacchaeus, and we will see you tomorrow on Tuesday, okay? Bye-bye.